Hey, what's up, class? Come on in, guys. Come on in. Get seated. Be seated. Y'all already know how we do over here. On your way in, hit that like button. That's how you show your support, and that's how you pay your school tuition. All right, we're going to make this quick, class. I ain't here to drag it. I know y'all got some things to do today. So today, guys, we are discussing Swizz Beatz allegedly having an affair with Lala Anthony. Now, guys, take this video with a grain of salt, all right? We don't know if it's only entertainment.net. We don't know if the reports from them is always authentic. We don't know if this is a fake news story. We don't know. All right, guys? But over here, this is a red pill channel. So we're going to break down the red pill truth in this shit right here. If it is legit, if this is a legit story, which something telling me it is, because I wouldn't even touched it if I didn't think it was. One of the main reasons why I think it is a real legit story, because if you follow Lala, if you follow Swizz on Instagram, you know, a lot of us follow Swizz because he's responsible for the verses. So some of us might have stumbled over his actual Swizz Beats page looking for the verses page. So when you follow Swizz have this morning, he has this morning thing where he posts every morning. And who's the first person to comment on his post? Lala Anthony. And not only do Lala heart or like the post, she begins to comment on the post. She begins to drag it, make long conversations on the post. A couple of times, you can go and you can see where Swizz told her, like, chill. He hit her with the chill. You gotta chill. You know what I mean, guys? So, if this is true, guys, Lala is dead wrong. This was the woman that just was mad and upset about Carmelo Anthony having babies on her. You know what I mean? So, for her to go and disrupt somebody else's marriage, it's not odd. You know what I mean? It's not odd, because we know we've seen this before. We've seen this when Lilith brought her ass back over there to the garden to disrupt what Adam and Eve had going on. So we know that women have it in them to disrupt, to be jealous, and to be vindictive, and to fuck shit up. You know what I mean? But what I want to look at, guys, is how karma hits. How you think you do stuff to people, or you think you do stuff in this world, and that's just it. We all is sacrificing things in this world. And when you sacrifice something, best believe consequences, repercussions, it's going to come back. It's going to come back, guys. It's going to come back. That's how the nature is, guys. So I hope Alicia Keys is not upset, guys, because this is a pattern right here, guys. I want to read. What I want to do right now, guys, I want to read when Alicia Keys and Swizz was just starting to do their thing, you know what I mean? Just starting to do their thing together. And Alicia Keys was starting to get on these songs and stuff, and Swizz was making these beats for her and stuff. I want to go back, because Swizz was in a marriage when him and Alicia Keys got together. Swizz was in a full-blown marriage. And now it's funny to me that Alicia is going through the same thing that Mashonda was going through. For those of you that don't know, guys, Mashonda was Swizz's wife before he got with Alicia Keys. All right, guys? So let's look at this letter that Mashonda had went public with. After having a great evening with my son and enjoying some fun twit chat, I decided to sign off and get some work done. However, a few hours later, I was advised that I should check at Alicia Keys' Twitter page. I've never reached out to her on Twitter before. I feel our issues are a lot more serious than a website conversation. Not to mention that I've reached out to her many times in the beginning of this whole thing, as any wife would do. Unfortunately, I never succeeded in getting a response. The first time I met Alicia Keys, my husband introduced us to each other at an event. I have no chance but to call him my husband until he is not anymore. In the message that I sent to her, Alicia Keys, I made it very clear that on the contrary of what she might be hearing, I am still married to my husband, living with him, and just had a child. It's been 2 years and I still have not received a response. What I do receive is constant displays of selfishness and disconcern to me and my son. I was a fan of Alicia Keys' last album. We were both signed to J Records, and I also checked up on her project. I sang her songs and admired her for creating Superwoman and Karma. I would never deny her talent. I believed in her until I found out she was possibly sleeping with my husband. The affair was denied by both of them until it was finally admitted months later. Already I can hear some of you saying, why are you blaming her? You can't make someone leave their wife. You can't break something that's broken. Well, my marriage was not broken. As far as I knew, we were celebrating our son's birth and getting ready to celebrate our 5th year wedding anniversary. Call it blind love, whatever. I call it being a devoted wife. As far as me blaming her and not blaming him, that's false. Me and my husband have worked out our differences. We are in a good place as people and as parents. I accepted his choices and I am comfortable enough with myself to move on. I am so very blessed in many ways. My concern with Alicia Keys is no longer the fact that she assisted in destroying a family, but that she has the audacity to make these selfish comments about love, wanting to be with someone even after knowing their situation. How is this the same Superwoman that I sing out loud with in my truck? I ask myself sometimes. If you are reading this, Alicia, let me start by saying, you know what you did, you know the role you played, and you know how you contributed to the ending of my marriage. You know that I asked you to step back and let me handle my family issues that you helped to create. I'm not saying everything was perfect all the time, but no relationship is perfect. We made a vow to God, and I believe you should have respected that. As a woman, I know you owe me or my son nothing, but I just wish you would have handled things more carefully. I'm not judging you. I put you and the whole situation in the hands of God, the higher power. Just know that as a woman, I expect so much more from you. I never had intentions on reaching out to you this way, but after reading your tweets tonight and the constant disregard, you left me no choice. I feel that after 1 year and a half of you hiding this affair and acting like it doesn't exist, that now is the time to confront it. Since you talk so openly about it now, this is not a publicity stunt. I don't have a record coming out. I just need to close this chapter in my life. And that means confronting our issues. There's a small child involved. His dad loves him to death, and he wants to spend more time with him. But he's afraid because he knows we don't have a relationship. This is my main concern. My son needs his dad, and I need to be comfortable with you for him. I know many will see my point, and many will not be able to look into what's real because they only want to see Alicia Keys, the celebrity, not the human. This is not for the people. This is for you. Like I said, I was left no choice but to reach out to you this way. By now, I'm sure you want to find a balance in this as well. I read your tweets. I read your tweets tonight, and I felt they were very insensitive. You have no idea how much pain I was caused because of this affair. It's baffling to me that you don't understand what I might have gone through with this situation. I don't consider myself a victim anymore. I've learned a lot from this. I just ask you to try and be a bit more realistic and delicate to the situation, at least until my divorce is final. I felt me attending the party would have been a starting point for us since you shook my hand after I offered it. But I suppose I was wrong. If it's so that you and my husband are meant to be together, then God bless you both. And I hope you never have to deal with what I did. Bingo! See that right there, guys? That's a woman pouring out her heart to another woman. And at the time, Alicia Keys could have cared less because women are selfish, guys. Let's keep it real. Women are selfish. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Alicia was benefiting from getting all those hot beats and letting Swizz beat and you know what I mean? So she could care less about what Swizz did. But now the shoe is on the other foot, guys. Now the shoe is on Alicia Keys' feet. So like I said, I ain't gonna hold you guys. I just wanted to fill you guys in. A lot of you guys might not have knew this. You know what I mean? But we're gonna sit. We're gonna wait, class. We'll be back here. We might be back here for another session on this topic right here. But for now, guys, I'm gonna leave y'all with that, guys. What goes around comes around, yo. All right? We are all pawns in God's chess piece, in God's chess game. And he see everything at the end of the day. He see everything. So I tell you guys, y'all guys that like to cheat, don't like to keep it real with your females, so you go sneaking off. God watching you. So you might think you're gonna take that to the grave, but something gonna happen to where your girl gonna find out. You know what I mean? That's how God works. That's how God works. And especially if you dealing with, if you're a beta male and you happen to luck up and get a 29% Eve type shorty, God gonna give her the answer all of the time. You ain't gonna be able to do shit, guys. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. But all right, guys, that's how it works. You know what I mean? See y'all. Check y'all. Get home safe. And don't forget to leave your homework. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Let me know who wrong. Is Lala wrong? Is Alicia wrong? Is Swizz wrong? We know Swizz wrong. But let me know, guys. Let me know how you feel, guys. I'll check y'all.